Hey everybody, Rachel K. Collier here. Hope you've all had an awesome summer. I've been super busy building the studio of my dreams, and it is now time for the official 2021 studio tour. Now my good friend and super nerd Billy, who gave me loads of tips when I was building my Patchbay, is back in town. So I'm going to be showing you guys and Billy around. Let's go find him.
Hey! Hiya, Rachie!
Cool. Should we go and do the studio?
You alright? Let's do it, mate. Ow! All good?
Yeah. So here we are, this is the space. It's a pretty big space. It's actually meant to be the living room for this house, but of course it's the biggest room and I needed the biggest room for my studio. I basically live in it anyway, so here we go, living room studio. Now it looks pretty shiny right now, but actually when I found this place, it was a complete wreck. And I've actually had to spend a lot of money and time working on it and making it all shiny and lovely. Now luckily, my dad is a builder and he's been a builder all his life. So I had some major discounts on all of the works that needed to be done. We needed new electricity, it needed to be completely gutted, new plumbing, plasterboarded, plastered, and I've even got some fancy lights in the ceiling, which I'm going to show you shortly. Now, if we have a little pan around, you can see I've got some very funky DIY acoustic treatment. We decided to make these big fluffy clouds, which are just basic rock wool insulation rammed into some timber frames and covered with faux fur. And then the diffuser on the wall, I actually made this myself, cutting the cubes with a miter saw, sanding every single cube, and then spray painting them and hand gluing them on. But I think it was worth it in the end. And then, just to make sure the room sounded really good, a little bit of a helping hand from Sonarworks. This little microphone records the sound of your room and just gives you that extra bit of acoustic treatment love. So shout out to Sonarworks for this. This is amazing. And one more thing on the acoustic treatment front is the bass traps, which you can see in the corners. My cat Prince has clawed that one to death, but these do a really good job. They're just from Toman, just kind of foam acoustic panels. So now let's go a little bit lower. Let's have a little look at some of the furniture we've got in the room. I've doubled up on a coffee table / storage. So I actually ordered that one in the corner for my coffee table, but it came and it was more like a coffin for 10 people. So I decided to put that in the corner, fill that with some junk, and then, yeah, ordered another coffee table because that was just way too big. Check it out, guys. I finally bought myself a synth rack. So all these years, I've just been kind of really messy with my synths. They've been collecting dust. It was finally time to buy a synth rack. This is from Toman as well. I think it's a Jasper's synth rack stand, and it's brilliant. Oh, and one more bit of furniture I need to show you. This finally arrived today. Ta-da! My YouTube play 100,000 subscribers button thing. So I need to find somewhere to put this on the wall, but right now we are gonna go to night mode. I'm gonna show you these seriously funky lights made by my cousin. Let's do it. So check out the lights in the ceiling. These are LED strips that have actually gone in the plaster. My cousin Ethan made these for me. And yeah, they're super cool. We've got lots of different little modes. We can do flashing, we can do fading. And then my neon sign here, this is made by a Swansea company called Neon Dream. and they make just cracking sounds. And check it out, if I can do the same thing here, we've got different modes, it can flash. Basically, we could have a full-on rave here tonight if we wanted to. Okay, let's turn the house lights on so we can continue the tour. And check it out, I have wanted one of these for absolutely ages. I have an official standing desk. Let's go number 2. Let's see what you can do. So this is made by a brand called FlexiSpot, and honestly, this thing is solid as hell. These legs, woof, they can take a lot of weight. I can't remember the exact figures, but it's somewhere between like 60 and 80 kilograms. And if you're watching this video, then you can be in with a chance to win one of these desks for yourselves for free. All you need to do is comment below and I am gonna pick a winner at random, and FlexiSpot is gonna send you that lovely desk. So really good for posture, so good if you wanna kind of like do a bit of synthing, do a bit of dancing. You know, we don't always want to be sat down kind of in the same spot. Things can get very stagnant. So get involved and you could win yourselves one of these lovely desks. Okay, so let's continue the tour. If you remember from the 220 episode, we had the iMac, we had the Push 2. We have got of course, the Apollo, which is my audio interface, and my D-Box with all the digital wiring. But there is a new addition here. And this is something that's really, really exciting, and what, of course, Billy, you helped me build. So give us a quick wave. There we go. I have my monster Patchbay. So check it out, 3 of these Patchbay things all working together. And what I've got here is an RME 12 mic preamps, and this is connected via ADAT to my Apollo. And that means then I can basically have loads more inputs in my audio interface. And I've got all my synths coming in to the back into my Patchbay and all my patch cables here. Now, I'm not going to nerd out here and show you the back of this thing, but if you head over to my Patreon, me and Bills are going to make a massive walk down, talk down, breakdown of how you can put a Patchbay together like this for yourselves. What else have we got here? Here it is, my brand new guitar. Now, I splashed out on this on lockdown. I also started having lessons with a lovely girl called Isabel Caramel. I still kind of suck, but I do now know a few chords. And I've got this Kemper here, which I actually bought for producing. So when I'm producing real guitarists, if I want them to have a great sound, then I've got the Kemper here. We've got loads of different presets in there. Okay, let's keep moving. So what have we got that's new here? We have got this beautiful baby Juno, the Roland Boutique JU-06A. And this is a really, really awesome little thing. It's got loads of presets built in, and then of course you can mod and create your own sounds very, very easily. The art feature is really, really nice. Let's get that working. Maybe some chorus. Maybe add some bass from somewhere else. I don't know where yet. Maybe here. Woo! But anyway, this thing is awesome. It's got some wicked chord sounds, but it's also got some really nice bass sounds. So then, moving swiftly along, we've got the old System A, the Prophet Rev 2, we've got the Korg Minilog there, we've got all the cute stuff down here, Micro Freaking out. We've got the MC707, which I love to do all my doorless performances with. We have now got another little boutique synth, and this is the Roland, I always forget the name, SE.02. So this is a really, really cool one. I'll try and play something. Check it out, we're down an octave. Bring up a little bit of this. Whoa. And then we've also got a few little cute things down here. Some of you have seen me use the Chaos Pad Mini, but I've also got this microcosm, which I've been experimenting a little bit with my guitar. I'm also going to be getting this involved with the album. And I've also got, which I'm super excited to dive into a little bit more, this cracking expression pedal recommended by the one and only Neon Vines. And this actually comes with loads of presets for lots of my existing synths, plus it has a standalone synth which I can do all this with. I'm very excited to show you these. I've got them back in my life. The Pioneer XDJ RX2 DJ system. So there's a bit of a backstory to these. I actually had a pair quite a few years ago. I've always liked to have a little tinkle and a little play when my friends come round, or the parties, things like that. But sadly, my Mac Mini that I was producing on broke, and it was doing these crazy crashes where I just couldn't produce anymore. So I had to sell everything that was worth some money, including my DJ system CDJs. But now I've got my hands back on a pair, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, actually, Bills, you fancy a little set? Should we do it? Give me a minute, hang on. Okay. Right then, let's do this. Filter. Oh, I love this tune. These beat loops are so fun. I think there's a bit of work to do here, but you know, that's enough of that. We could be doing that all day. Let's go over to the live rig now, because there have been a couple of new additions over there. So obviously it's not really all hooked up here. I've got this new funky little pedal which changes the patches, as well as my sustain pedal for the King Korg. Got the classic mini brute. I got a little push 2 here, the heart of my live setup. DJ Tech 2's MIDI fighter, Akai LPT8. You guys have seen this in 1,000 videos. But something I do want to show you is this incredible Boss Vocal Performer VE500 pedal. So this, oh, it's kind of stuck down for the show, is amazing, and actually one of my favourite vocal pedals I've ever played with. Do you know what? Let's go and hook it up. I want to show you it in action. Right, so I've hooked up the little Boss pedal here. I'm going to show you in action now, but I forgot to mention my new dynamic microphone, which is the Shure, I really can't remember the name of it, so I'm just going to put it on the screen here for you to see. So I bought this because, well, it looks nice, and also it's not so, where's my other Shure? As much as I love this one, I was ready for a change. I've been using this for a long time, and it does sometimes cast really big shadows, which gave me quite a big moustache. So it was time to upgrade, and I used this on stage actually in my last show, and I absolutely love it. Right, let's bring the camera a little bit closer, Bill, so we can really see here. So this one now, you can probably hear I've got a little bit of reverb on me, but the harmony pedal is very good. The harmony pedal's very good. Now we're in C major here. So if I play a chord, A minor, you can hear the harmonies. You can hear the harmonies. I'm just gonna put my headphones on. Double tracking. I really like the double track effect. I think that sounds really cool. And then, ooh. Tempo delay, tempo delay, tempo delay, tempo delay. Now, one of my favourite ones was the live 4-man shift for Paper Tiger.
I see a paper tiger, no real fight, no fire. I see a paper tiger, a social circle fire. So this is really cool, and I actually did this on stage.
And the reason why I like to do this with a pedal is because when I'm performing live, obviously I want to put as little pressure on my CPU as possible with Ableton Live, and I prefer not to run third-party plugins. But there's loads more about my thought process and workflow on that stuff in my Ableton courses, so go and check that out if you fancy learning about that stuff. But let's go back to my little pedal here, and then I've got and here we go. Here's You Can Pretend, counting down the days when will I feel myself again. Right, so I've got a couple more things I really want to show you all. Let's head over here to the dance lamp. Now, these are my little cards that sometimes I use when, you know, I'm either feeling really crap about the music I'm producing or I just need some inspiration. So these are from my lovely drummer, Percussion. She bought me these, you got this. And, you know, they're also quite good for lyric inspiration. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. And then I've got these cards here by Dan Wilson, Words of Music in 6 Seconds, recommended by Mr. Andrew Huang himself. Songs that take a lot of work are worth the trouble, but usually mostly as practice runs for the ones that happen easily. So that's pretty cool. So, you know, that time when you're like, but I produced that one in like 1 hour. And then this one's taken me 100 hours. Well, it's because the 100-hour one is practice for the ones that take 1 hour. So yeah, these cards are definitely worth checking out. They can like really help lift your mood and like remind you that you are doing okay with the production journey. Right, let's keep moving. I've got the yoga mat down there. I don't do yoga, but sometimes I do lie on the mat. So that's quite fun. And then down here, the little coffee table, I've got my vinyl coasters. And then moving over here, we've got the Naked Lady. This is from my friend Ree. So there we go. I've also got my hi-hats over here in Crash. These hi-hats, I can't remember if they were in the last tour, but these are amazing. So now let's move back to the beginning position. And I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video with me today. I just want to do a massive shout out to my patrons. They make all the videos on this channel possible. If you guys want to learn about music production and performing with Ableton Live, I've got my courses, link in my bio. And massive shout out to Billy for filming this today. Remember, if you want to check out a more in-depth nerd out about Patchbay land, then that's going to be happening over on my Patreon too. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Mwah.